is up, you guys? So I know it's been so busy, but we're here. Figure I would take you guys on a quick little commute with me and just catch up, I guess. Ugh, this used to be all, let's see if he's gonna, thank you. All of these houses, it used to be woods, and they just keep building and building and building. And back here, that used to be all woods. And right there, that used to be all woods. But it's been super busy. This week is gonna be crazy, but by the time you guys see this video, the craziness will be over for a little bit because holy smokes, slow down. So we have a gig coming up this weekend. Let me get out of here, hold on. Okay, so we have a gig coming up this weekend, and because of that, it's just like there's a lot of rehearsals. So I'll work my regular job Monday through Friday. Then Wednesday I'll teach after work until like 8, and then Thursday I'll teach until 8, and then we have a rehearsal from 8 to 9 in the same place where I teach. Saturday we have a rehearsal from 12:30 to 2:30, and then Sunday is the gig. And this is the last gig I'm going to be playing with this group for a little while. I'm going to be switching back to play with the band that I played with them for like a year ago, and I'm excited so I'll start playing with them in the fall. And then I'll also be teaching drum lessons on Saturdays starting in the fall. I'm increasing my student base, so that's cool. What do you guys think about sport bikes? Most of you guys are like cruisers and you ride like Harleys and Hondas and Vulcans and touring bikes. But I've been watching that show Hooligans with the owners from Arch Motorcycles, which is Keanu Reeves and Guard. I forget what his last name is. The show is really cool. It's like a documentary behind the scenes of them taking one of their Arch sport bikes and turning it into a racing bike. And Corey Alexander is the guy that they have racing for them. And it's the Hooligans racing. It's not MotoGP. It makes me want to go to that Yamaha champ school so bad. And I'm going to. And it also makes me want to get a sport bike. So that's my question for this vlog. How many bikes do you own? And what kinds are they? And if you don't own a sport bike, would you consider it? Have you ever done like a track day before, or racing or anything like that? Even like dirt bike racing, that's really cool too. The microphone is, I hope it's not peeking out because it's like right against my face. I put it in the helmet wrong, but no turning back now. Yeah, so right now my fleet consists of 2 bikes. This one, the Vulcan 650, 2025. And then I also have the bike that I learned on. It's a 1972 Honda CB 350. And that thing is like terrifying. When you're doing like 55, it's like, wah! And you're like, oh God, I'm gonna die. I haven't ridden that bike in a long time. I don't think it starts right now. I love that bike. I think there's a picture of like Mick Jagger riding like the exact same bike, which is cool. But yeah, I think I wanna add the actual Ninja 650 or like an R7 to my little motorcycle fleet. But what's in your fleet? What do you have? And what do you like riding? I've grown up around bikes my whole life, but I didn't start riding until I was older. My dad, he always rode, my real dad, and he was a Harley guy. My mom used to ride. She had back in the 90s, I think, Suzuki GS 850. I have a picture of it, I'll put it up. But now she's a passenger. She rides on my stepdad's touring Harley. So she's basically like sitting on a couch with her cup of tea and her remote control for her radio and all luxury style. She's a trip. I love that lady. All right. So yeah, for me with like gig prep, I really try to work hard to make sure that my part is done, especially being like a drummer. Anybody that plays music knows, or anybody that is a drummer knows, like you got to keep the train moving and you can't let the train fall off the rails. So like part of my gig prep is obviously learning the songs, and like right now I should be obsessively listening to the set list, not doing a video, but I wanted to get something in there because it's been, I think, a couple weeks, and by the time I get this out it'll be like 3 weeks, I think. So my gig prep is like learning the material, charting it all out, and then like the 2 weeks leading up to, that's all I'm playing, set list, and I try to practice for an hour every night. I also practice in the morning on my little pad kit that I have set up in the back of the living room. Thankfully, my husband is very supportive of my drum journey. So I had a video I was gonna post, and I still can if you guys want to see it. Basically, I got these footboards. The video was the install of them, and that went fine. It wasn't like a failed install or anything. I'm part of like this program where you can request to try products, and saw those and I requested to try them because I like to ride long rides, so I'd really like to get rid of the pegs and put some footboards or floorboards, whatever you call, on there. So I did the whole install. They were just too big and there was too much slack, so anytime I moved my heel a little bit, like, they would shift in. Now I know they're supposed to collapse up for safety. I didn't feel comfortable at all. Like, anytime I would move my foot or my heel, they would shift. So I took them off and put these back on. But I can still put the install video up if you guys think that would be worth watching. It has been so hot and muggy lately. Aside from being busy, it's very unmotivating to get out there and do a video or take a long trip or whatever when it's like incredibly uncomfortable riding temperatures, whether that's muggy and hot or cold and windy or whatever. It's been like mid-high 90s. It feels like over 100. The humidity's been insane. Hopefully we have a nice, cool fall coming our way. I've been watching this guy, Portsmouth Sheriff. Alright, well, I'm about to get on 264 quick, get off on my work exit, start this day. It always smells like the nastiest foot cheese getting on this on-ramp. The most foul smell. Ugh. It's a very industrial area. Anyways, in case I don't check in on my way home, I hope you guys are having a great life. If I do check in on the way home, I hope you're still having a great life. I guess until the next time, I'll say peace.